Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Aluminum Screen. I am Emmett, as always, joined by my lovely co-host Brandon, and today we have a lot of fun stuff to talk about. We've got The Smashing Machine. The Rock made a good movie, or did he? I guess, depending on who you ask here. Little hint
Yeah,
for
it
the
depends
future.
on who you ask.
Little hint for the future. We got a new Predator Badlands trailer. We got Simpsons movie news. Fun stuff to talk about. Tilly Norwood, of course, arguably the most
Taking
fun
the world by
topic.
storm.
Taking the world by storm. Just completely changing the world as we know it. And it's awesome, and we both are big fans, quite frankly.
Yep.
Before we get into all that, Brandon, how was your week? What did you watch? Anything good?
Pretty good week. Well, it was a very good week, actually, because I took 2 days off of work.
Nice.
So on Friday, I went to a little spooky hayride, like walk-through maze thing. Where they have, like, the high schoolers making $5 a day to come out and jump and scare you. What a rush, man. It's a great time. So did that, and then, yeah, I didn't really watch as much as I thought I did. So,
Many
was the
such
30?
cases.
I think it was last week on Tuesday, I believe it was. No, it was Monday. No, it was Monday. After we recorded, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go see One Battle After Another again in IMAX this time. So I went to the theater, sat down. You know, the Avatar trailer's playing. Got there just in time. Perfect. Nicole Kidman comes out. I'm like, what's up, Nicole? Sorry about the divorce. I don't know if you heard about that.
I did. I actually have a Nicole Kidman thing to talk about, too.
Wow, big Nicole Kidman week.
Huge Nicole Kidman week.
So, you know, her trailer's playing or whatever.
Ooh,
and then,
really
like,
quick.
the screen goes black a couple seconds before it ends. What's up?
How do you feel about the new Nicole Kidman?
I hate it. It's
I don't
so
like it either.
dumb.
I didn't like the one they did last year where it's like, oh, there's 5 different options and it's a cut-up version of the original. I don't like this one even less.
Whack.
This one, I don't... Just go... Give me the... Oh, no. Cut out the stupid Coca-Cola ad instead of cutting the Nicole Kidman bit. Anyway, sorry, continue.
Yeah. Well, they cut it even shorter on this one. Like, the screen just went black and then the lights turned off. And I was like, oh, weird. But that's happened to me before where the Nicole Kidman thing cuts off early. And I'm like, ooh, someone's getting fired. But
her
then
husband.
her husband. What's her ex-husband's name? Keith?
Nicholas, I think. Nicholas Kidman.
Keith Nicholas. Nicholas Kidman. Yeah.
So stupid.
That's so dumb.
So
But
stupid.
my brain is just like focused on Nicholas Kidman now. I can't move on. But then
Neither can he.
The movie just never started playing. And then after 5 minutes, some hero got up and
5
told
full
them.
minutes.
It was like a couple minutes, and then he comes back and he's like, "Yeah, they had no idea that the movie wasn't playing." In here.
He just stand in front of the group. Did he just like
Well,
announce
no,
to
he
the?
said it to his group, but there were only 2 rows in front of me, so
Okay.
I pretended like I was in their group and was also listening.
I like the idea of him just announcing it to the crowd.
Yeah, but then they had an AMC employee come out like after another
you
couple
hate
minutes,
to
and I
see
was
him
like,
coming.
"Here we go. This is bad news." But then he actually gave us good news. He said, "We're having technical difficulties right now," which was obvious to everybody there. And then he was like, "They're working on it right now. Like, it shouldn't be too much longer, but don't quote me on that." Which I was all for it until he said, "Don't quote me on that," because that's not a good thing.
Not a
to
great
say.
sign.
That's not reassuring.
You don't want to hear that.
Yeah. And then some genius I was about to watch the movie with was like, when they get it working again, are they going to start the movie from the beginning? Come on, man.
How long in the movie was it? It didn't even
like
start,
15
right?
minutes at this point. But the movie didn't start, so I guess he thought that it just like wasn't playing.
I
And
see
there
what
was
you're
no
saying.
way for them to start the movie from the beginning. So he was going to miss the first like 20 minutes of the movie.
That is incredible. Oh my god, that's awesome.
The guy was like, no, it'll play from the beginning. Like, it'll be like a movie. And then I was like, you know what? Because it's been a long movie. I've already been delayed 20 minutes. I timed my pee up at the beginning. So now I'm going to have to go again and reset. But I know as soon as I get up to pee, that's when they're going to fix it. So I was like, you know what? I'll take one for the team here. I'll get up, I'll go pee, and then the movie will start playing when I'm in the bathroom. So I get up.
Hero.
As
Quite
I'm
frankly.
walking out, I see an AMC employee walking towards me with a fat stack of the
The
sorry
vouchers.
tickets.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Oh.
And she broke the news to me early, so I was like one of the first people to know. Had
Damn.
insider info.
Damn.
Yeah. But the vouchers are honestly kind of worthless to me.
Exactly. That's the thing with the stubs. If you ask, they will do like a snack thing. In my experience,
I wish I asked.
I've only had that happen one time, and they were like, "Are you an A-list member?" And I was like, "Yeah," because I'm boys with this one guy because I'm there so much. He was like, "Oh, this guy needs the snack one," and I was like, "All right, sure."
Damn. I want the snack one.
It's not even that good of a deal. It's like a percentage or something. It's like 10% off or something.
Oh, that's actually worse.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not.
Because I can
deal.
like bring people with the voucher.
That's true.
That don't have A-list.
It's true.
Some people that are stuck in the past.
Yeah. What is going on with One Battle After Another? Because when I saw it in Dolby at our theater, it paused like halfway through. Screen went to black, rewinded a little bit, and then it kept going to black a couple times. That's really weird.
I don't know. Well, there's also like a lot of the like Vista Vision showings kept messing up.
I've heard not a great way to see it. Just generally, I heard a lot of people
that
were
it's
getting
a good way
nauseous.
to see it when it works.
Yeah, that's fair. A lot of people were getting like nauseous watching the movie in Vista Vision.
Oh shit.
Or something like that. Oh, that's brutal though.
Yeah, but then so I went home and watched Rush Hour instead.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it was pretty good.
Nice.
It was all right.
Made up for it a little.
Then a couple days later, watched The Smashing Machine, which we'll get into later.
Yeah, definitely.
Have some thoughts on that.
I'm excited to hear your thoughts on that.
And then I finally got to see One Battle After Another in IMAX.
Hell yeah.
It's just as good.
Did they start it from the
quickest
start?
3-hour movie ever. No, it was weird. So the screen went black, and then they just started playing the movie halfway through. And someone
said,
came
"Oh, we know
out,
you."
and I was like, hey, can you play it from the beginning? He said, no, figure it out. Which I thought was weird. But then I double featured that with Anemone.
Oh,
The
interesting.
new Daniel Day-Lewis movie.
I have thoughts on that movie. I don't know. Like,
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't. That's why my thoughts don't really matter.
Okay.
I just I know nothing about it except for like the Daniel Day-Lewis returns and it's his son or whatever. I was gonna see it, and then I had that thought of like, I don't actually have to do this, and like I just didn't. Something about that movie just gives me a weird vibe that I just don't want to see it. Nothing against the movie. It's just like I dreaded going to see it for some reason, and I'm just not into it.
Nothing against the movie. I just think purely off vibes it sucks, and I hate
exactly. Like I don't know the plot. I don't know anything about it except Daniel Day-Lewis is in it and his son directed, and it just gave me like a horrific vibe. No offense.
Yeah.
What's the synopsis?
I didn't really know much about it. I knew nothing about the plot. I just knew that Daniel Day-Lewis was in it, and I knew Sean Bean was in it. And it was directed by Daniel Day-Lewis's son.
The film explores the complex and profound ties that exist between brothers, fathers, and sons. You not getting me in the theater.
Yeah, that's
with that.
super vague.
I'll
tell you. Daniel Day-Lewis is a guy who did something bad in his past and is like, I'm going to go live in the woods now. And left his pregnant wife alone to live in the woods and be alone. And then Sean Bean was like, I'll step in. And then he's like, I've got to go talk to my brother in the woods and be like, hey, man, your son needs you. And Daniel Day-Lewis is like, oh, fuck it. Fuck that guy. I'm in the woods. And it's basically Sean Bean talking to Daniel Day-Lewis in the woods, being like, you should come home. And Daniel Day-Lewis is like, but the woods and my past.
Interesting. Samuel Bottomley is in it. He plays Brian. I like that guy. He was in the movie How to Have Sex from last year. I like to see him in something. So that bumps the movie up a little bit for me, unfortunately.
Yeah. It was pretty good. I think I liked it more than probably most people would. It was very slow and boring.
Fair.
But
yeah.
I was hooked watching Daniel Day-Lewis and Sean Bean just in a cabin in the woods together, just like yapping at each other.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know what it is about it. I just couldn't do it personally. Again,
it's pretty
nothing
skippable.
Against it. Yeah, fair. It just strikes me as like not a real movie, you know. For whatever
Yeah.
that means.
Fair enough. And then I saw Scary Movie for the first time last
Oh,
night.
no way. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
because well, I Rebecca and I had watched all the Pretty Much It, the YouTube channel's videos on Scream,
Oh, hell
and
yeah.
I Know What You Did Last Summer. So we were like, should we watch those? And I was like, I feel like we should wait till like closer to Halloween because it was like 80 degrees
Yeah, it's been
yesterday.
ridiculous, quite
I was like,
frankly.
well, I'm not watching a horror movie in 80 degrees, like unless I'm at a theater.
Yeah, no, it sucks. It sucks.
And it's summer.
It's
So I was
the
like, I'm
worst.
not feeling the fall vibe. So I was like, we could watch Scary Movie. And it's pretty good.
I really
It's
like that movie.
definitely aged
Yeah. Yeah. I
with
feel
some
like
of its bits.
yeah, some of the bits definitely have, but I feel like that kind of adds to like it's so of its time that it kind of adds to the charm a little for just because of the nostalgia I have for it. I don't remember any of them. No, like I don't remember which one's which of the scary movies. I just remember the bits.
Right.
Is that the one with the little kid who's speaking and she's trying to like speak? I forget what language.
This one was like it was like making fun of Scream and like I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Okay.
So.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking of the. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's. Oh, I gotta rewatch. 6 just started filming yesterday.
Really?
Perfect timing.
Oh yeah, it was funny though when Regina Hall showed up. Breck was like, "Is that the lady from One Battle After Another?" I was like, "Yeah."
Her
totally opposite movies.
Yeah, her IMDb page is awesome. It's just all like that and scary movie, scary movie, scary movie. One of the greatest movies of the last couple of years. Casually in the middle.
Oh yeah,
nice.
Oh, and then I also watched season 3, the final, quote unquote, season of the Netflix show Alice in Borderland.
Oh, how was that? I've been seeing a lot about that.
Well, I've got thoughts on it. I did not really like this season, like at all. It had like no characters I really cared about, which I didn't. It didn't have a lot of characters I really cared about. It was really just the main 2 characters in the first 2 seasons, and then they like split them up in this season, and I just don't care about any of the new ones.
Fair.
Like I'm like, if these people live or die, I don't care.
Fair.
So this is like I don't know if you know anything about the show.
This
is the show that whenever people are like, "Oh, I liked Squid Game. I wish there was more shows like that." People are like, "Oh, you should watch Alice in Borderland because they're like playing games or whatever."
Yeah, yeah.
But
I've
it's
seen
not
like
super
clips
similar,
of the games. I actually do think I want to watch it at some point.
It's pretty good, but I'm gonna spoil this for you. It's not like a spoiler for the actual story of the thing,
Okay.
but it ends like in the almost the exact same way that Squid Game ends,
which I also haven't seen.
For no reason at all, we're in America.
Oh, and Kate Blanchett's there?
Yeah, it's not Kate Blanchett. It's like 2 guys, and it feels like you're like watching a porn with the level of acting. No disrespect, but they were like, "Have you seen the playoffs?" "No, man, I haven't watched it." "Oh, what? Not a second of it?" "No, I haven't watched it." "Oh, dude, you've got to. One of the best series I've ever seen in my life."
I gotta say, as someone who doesn't care about sports, that's what every sports conversation sounds like.
Yeah, but as somebody who does,
no, I'm just kidding.
It was like the most fake thing ever. I was like, nobody talks like that. Like, if you watch sports, you're not like, "Have you been watching the playoffs?" It's one of the best series ever. Which series? There's multiple series. And then the guy goes, "Oh, man, I'll definitely check it out." Like, they were talking about it like it was a TV show.
Yeah, like you're just going to get to it. Like, you missed it, but you'll watch the rerun.
And then the waitress's name is Alice, and it just zooms in on that.
Oh.
And it's like Alice in Borderland. So there's probably going to be an American spinoff.
What is going on?
I don't know why they're doing it.
That is fascinating. That and Squid Game is doing the same thing.
Which I guess this one it at least makes sense, a little bit more sense than Squid Game coming to America, because like Squid Game is like the games they play are like games you play like growing up in Korea.
Yeah, I'm a defender of the idea of Squid Game in multiple countries if done. Like I think there's something to it.
there's something to it, I guess, but it just like
I don't have
sucks,
faith
I
in
think,
exactly
also.
what they're doing right now with it from what
Yeah.
like the bits that have come out, but I think it's a fun idea. Alice in Borderland is
Yeah.
a manga thing, right? It's like a live action
Yeah, it was a
adaptation.
manga, anime, or something,
That's
and
cool.
then yeah, it's a
Nice.
pretty good show. It's not as good as Squid Game.
I wish I
Right.
still have to get that. I'm brutal with shows.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, how was your week? How many what were you watching this week?
My week's been good. It's been maybe the slowest for watches I've had in a really long time. Been just busy. Got Comic-Con coming up this week, which I'm so excited for. A lot of fun panels and stuff that I'm looking
Do we
forward
get to know
but-
what costume you're wearing, or
yeah,
is that
I
to
can
be
leak
revealed
it.
later?
We got Mr. Fantastic for 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
We got Mark from Severance, the like finale fit where he's all bloody. And since I'm bald now, I got wigs for all of these, so that's gonna be awesome.
Nice.
I'm gonna probably wear the wig for 20 minutes and then be bald for the rest of the time because
Like, oh, I'm itchy.
that seems awful. And then I'm reusing Gambit, which I did last year. So a couple fun ones, but
Heck
taking it
yeah.
a little easier. So getting that all together. So it's been slow for watches, but for some reason I knocked out Baby Girl, Nicole Kidman, Baby Girl. Don't know why. I was like, hey, I never saw this, and it's on HBO Max. Let's give it a watch. Did not enjoy it whatsoever, really.
Really?
Not even because it's just like it never really commits to what it's trying to do. Like it's the most like nothing erotic thriller ever. Like there's really nothing going on. It's just super plain and boring. And
But what about when she drank that milk?
like what like gross actually. Just that's like don't do that, you freak. Just a weird movie. I think Harris Dickinson's good in it. I don't know if I don't want to say that actually. I'm not gonna say that.
No, go ahead.
No, I don't want to say that.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm good actually.
This is a safe space, man. You can say whatever you like.
No, I can't. But yeah, didn't really enjoy it. Also thought the way they did the ending made it real confusing. Have you seen it?
Yeah, Baby Girl was the first movie I watched this calendar year.
That's awesome. That rocks. I found the way they did, so it's like set during Christmas, but like it's I don't know what the days are supposed to be. So I thought at the end for a second that it was like a year time skip to the next Christmas. That really confused me for a minute. And then it was like, oh no, it's been like 3 days and everyone's forgiving her already. It's no biggie, actually. It's like, oh, it's been a year of her, trying to figure everything out. And just nothing. Just a nothing movie, quite frankly.
Okay, but you have to admit that the scene where she goes to the club, go back to the club,
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I guess. Sure.
One time. The music was banging.
The music was banging in that scene for a second, I guess. I don't
That's
know.
like the only thing I remember from that.
I'm trying to think of like the highest praise I can give it. I really got nothing.
Well, did you like Nicole Kidman's performance? Because some people were pushing Oscar buzz for that.
Yeah, that's insane. That is. No, I did not like her performance. No, I'm not gonna get into that. But I don't think she's very good in things. Quite frankly,
in anything or.
This is the thing.
Is this a Nicole Kidman hot take?
No, it's not a hot take. It's a rude thing, and I'm not going to say it. But I think recently, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. I don't think she's very good in recent things, in recent years. For various reasons.
I see what you're saying.
I don't want to get into.
I hear what you're saying, and I'm agreeing.
Okay,
cool. I'll say that.
Thank you. Many such cases also.
There is.
Also,
more and more every day.
More and more every day. It's tragic, quite frankly.
Sadly.
And then I watched The Conjuring the next night. I don't know where these two came from, but I had seen The Last Rites and hadn't seen this one in a while. Since maybe it came out and watching it like a middle school sleepover. Really liked it. I found it quite scary. I hid under my blanket a little bit here and there, it was one of those.
Yeah. Now, did you watch this at a middle school sleepover also to get that nostalgic feeling?
No, I actually like to make that very clear. I did not watch this. Oh, that's a great bit. Fuck. No.
It's like a fully grown guy showing up to a middle school sleepover just to watch a movie and go home.
The door. Oh man. Yeah, good movie.
Sorry.
Good movie. I like it quite a bit. I think it's fun. Yeah. And then I watched The Smashing Machine just the other day. So that's it for me for the week. We'll get into The Smashing Machine. It was my first watch of October. Watched it on October 4th. Just goes to show you where I'm at recently. Also watched the first episode of My Hero, final season. Back. Love it, man. It's awesome. It's the best thing ever. Next episode's going to be the best thing ever made. I'm going to be really sad when it's over, but it's not yet, so we're just going to ride it out. Oh, and Peacemaker, of course, which I'm really loving. I think this week's episode of Peacemaker was the best yet, probably. And really enjoyed that. Really excited for the finale. Just love that show, man. And I think that's about all I got. I'm trying to think, I got nothing else.
Well, the Peacemaker finale also is apparently going to be like an hour long.
Yeah, it's at least 57 minutes, James Gunn said, which makes me think it's 57
minutes.
What a
weird thing to say.
Because I don't know why you'd like specify that specifically.
It's like 120 minutes. It's 2 hours long.
Oh, that would be incredible. Yeah, the finale, I'm fascinated with where it's going because episode 7 could totally be a finale. So it seems like they're just kind of using this episode as like an epilogue almost. And I'm really curious how that's going to work out. Not an epilogue because it is like closing the arcs, but like it feels like they're tackling a whole new thing. And I'm looking forward to it quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, we're going to see Robert Pattinson in it, so because we're running out of time.
I think there's like a 1% chance Robert Pattinson's in it. And I think you wouldn't like it if he is, though. Because I think it would be... I could see a bit where they open one of the doors and you hear something in the way, and it's like a red light. Like, I could see that. Something like that where it like confirms that they're not in the same universe. Because part of me... Oh,
no, that's a different thing.
Yeah, exactly. To just confirm
and then I review bomb Peacemaker season 2.
I could totally... I don't think it's really going to happen to, like, a crazy level like you'd expect with, like, something like Multiverse of Madness or something. But I think there's going to be a bit where they're going through the doors and you see, like, someone, you know? Like, that just seems like...
Like Hugh Jackman Wolverine. Yeah,
like Hugh Jackman
Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly.
Classic.
So it'll be interesting. People think Blue Beetle's going to show up. I think that's probably the safest bet. Some people are like, oh, they're going to bring in, like... the DCEU Justice League again. No, they're not. They're not going to do that.
Why would they do that?
That's definitely not going to happen.
Why would they do that?
G.I. robots showing up. I'll make that claim. I think there's a shot. I really do. I don't think he does. I don't think he does in a real way. I think post-credit scene is Rick Flag Sr. like leading him to the door and being like, get in there, buddy. I don't even know if you see him. Just like the coat he has on, maybe.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you who's going to be in it.
Who?
This ring a bell? Jared Leto Joker.
Oh my God! Could you imagine? Big week for Jared Leto. That would be, God. That would be
from the week
funny.
of Kidman to the week of Leto.
They're calling it the worst 2 weeks ever.
And a Taylor Swift down in there. Hang on, before we move on, I have a beef with Taylor Swift, man.
I don't want to get into this. We should talk politics instead. This is getting...
These thoughts are of my own. Emmett does
not
share
I think I probably
opinions.
do. I think I probably agree. Depending on what you
said
saying.
it. I tried to get you out of it.
Well, I'd rather not lie.
The fact that she's taking up so many like screenings and like Dolby screenings also for this garbage ass album, music video, lyric video thing, ridiculous.
I kind of agree. I thought you were just going to say the album's bad, which is
is also true. The album is horrendous.
The screening thing is like, there's no need for that many, but like it is making it like completely overshadowed everything else that released. So like it is making the most money. So like I get
that's what I'm saying. She's a greedy billionaire, man.
I get
she
that.
She doesn't need the money from it.
But
this is a YouTube playlist. She put a YouTube playlist. I get it.
But like from a theater perspective, it's like. The Smashing Machines we're going to talk about massively underperformed what was already not a great opening. Like this, like at least they're making money. No, okay, that is not true.
Yes, they're too busy. Also, it only had like 3 showings a day because they're like, we got to play a million.
That is true. I don't think they needed that many
YouTube video.
But like from like their perspective, I can see why.
No, I get from a business perspective why like the theaters did it.
Yeah.
I just
But
think
I
it
wish they
sucks
didn't. Yeah, no, that's
artistically
fair.
and like
That's
every
fair.
other aspect.
I agree with that.
And the album's bad, and the Chiefs suck.
I agree with that.
Anyway,
I don't have enough of a take on that at all. I don't even. My fantasy team sucks. I know that. Okay, not the point.
Yeah.
On to before we get into the news, fun little segment that we might be doing here.
New segment alert.
New segment alert. Do we have a name for it? Yes, we do.
Halloween horror movie homework.
Halloween horror movie homework. HHMH coming right at you.
Yeah. HHMH.
HHMH. It's perfect.
Rolls off the tongue.
It rolls right off the tongue. So I'm going to give Brandon here some spooky movies to watch in the next week and see what he thinks. Now, we came up. He came to me with this idea, and I wrote down like 20 horror movies. Giving him 4
Which
for
is
the
a
week.
lot in a week.
It's a week. It's not like it's the whole month or anything, so that's absurd. It's honestly been quite difficult to cut it back to 4. These are not like my 4 favorites or anything. These are just 4 that I think fit the vibe and I think you would enjoy, I hope.
Okay.
You might have seen some of them, so if you have,
if I have,
I'll replace it with
I'll
a different
say.
one. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Number 1, I think it was my favorite horror movie for a really long time. It's probably still up there somewhere. I'm going It Follows. Have you seen It Follows?
I've not seen It Follows.
Okay, cool. It Follows is great.
I
don't want to get into it too much, but I think you'll like it a lot. Michael Monroe is great in it, and I think I have it at 5 stars. Like, I really do love this movie, and I'm excited.
I've heard that it's good.
Yeah, I think you'll really like it.
I like Michael Monroe. She's good in Long Legs. She was also in another movie that I don't with Timothée Chalamet, Hot Summer Nights.
Oh, I have
that movie's kind of forgettable, but she was in it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, she's great. So that's the first one. Second one, I want to hear what you think about this one. I like it quite a bit. I think it's 2023 it came out. It was kind of a big deal that year in like the horror community, whatever you want to call it, for a couple different reasons. It's When Evil Lurks.
I've heard of this one.
Yeah, it's not.
I've heard that this one's like really spooky, right?
It's spooky and gory and gross. I think it's Argentina, I want to say. It's
Cuando acecha la maldad, it says.
Yes, so this is I think it's Argentina, right?
Yeah, Argentina.
Okay, cool. Yeah. It's brutal, man. This was Dead Meat, you familiar with Dead Meat?
Yes, I'm familiar.
They do their like horror awards every year, and this swept up, so we watched it, and it's a lot, man. It's just I don't even want to get into it. It's just one of those. I think you're gonna like it a bit. I don't know, actually. You might hate it genuinely, but just really cool idea for a movie. Really great practical effects. Just impressive filmmaking all around. Really, really cool movie. 3, this one.
Practical effects.
I think you might have seen another one that might be my favorite. Up there in my favorites. It's not my favorite. I didn't put down my favorite because I thought you've seen it, but it's okay. Hereditary. Have you seen Hereditary?
I've not. That's actually on my list already to watch.
I thought I remembered you not saying it or not seeing it, so I wanted to make sure because that's one that I hid under my blanket for quite a bit, even though I watched it at home in bed, safe and sound.
Yeah,
spooky movie, man. Really spooky movie. This and then finally last one. You might have seen this. I think you might have actually. Cabin in the Woods. Have you seen Cabin in the Woods?
I've not seen Cabin in the Woods.
Okay, perfect. This one's good. This one, it is a horror movie. It's fun. You get to see Chris Hemsworth like pre-Thor, right around Thor.
Right. I was gonna say this is Chris Hemsworth's in it.
Yeah, this one's. You know anything about this?
I just know that Chris Hemsworth's in it, and I think there's a twist or something.
Cool. All right. Don't look anything up about it.
I'm not gonna look into it, but
yeah, because it's one of those. It's more fun than the others. It's a very Halloween kind of spooky season movie that I enjoy quite a bit. And yeah, that's the 4 I got.
All right.
If we want to do this again at some point too, I got plenty more.
Yeah, if you want to give me a 5th one, I might be able to squeeze time in for that. Because I think I might be able to watch like 2 of these tomorrow.
Oh man.
So hopefully I'll have time to get to the rest. But
this is a tough
I'll get
one.
these 4 done for sure. This is if I got time, I'll hit the 5th.
Definitely.
What was the one that
Treat.
you said was your favorite that you thought that I'd seen?
That's Trick or Treat, which we talked about a little before.
Oh, okay, right.
Uh,
Okay.
I do want to give you that, but I think this is the one that I wanted to put on. It's the movie Cure. It's Kiyoshi Kurosawa.
Oh, I've been wanting to watch this. Dude.
Yeah, this
Yes,
is really
thank God.
great. It was one of the movies that like heavily inspired Longlegs. A lot of people would say it's just better Longlegs, and it kind of is. But yeah, if you have time for that one, I would add that to the list.
Heck
Trick or
yeah.
Treat in my head is like that's a movie I only watch on Halloween, so I can't recommend it for next week. That is like my quintessential Halloween movie. It's not like my favorite horror movie. It's not particularly like scary, really, but I love it. I love it. That one's Halloween
All right.
for me. But cool, got a fun little list.
So that's the first HHMH.
MH. Goes right off
Yeah.
the tongue. Easy to remember. It's perfect.
Very easy to remember. HHMH. And I'll report next week with
Yeah.
hopefully all 5 watched.
Heck yeah. If you miss a couple, it's not a big deal, obviously.
Yeah, but we'll see.
But I'm excited to
and
hear
then
your
I
thoughts.
can get a new batch next week if
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm able to get to them.
Yeah, I've got one that I really want you to get to, I think. That I...
All
yeah,
right.
it's tough. It's tough. I'm going to mark Cure down.
We'll see.
Cool.
Boom. First summon of HHMH. What a success.
Beautiful.
Some
All
are
right.
calling it the best bit in aluminum screen history.
Many are. I think everyone is,
Yeah.
really.
It's true.
I already have seen, like, HHMH merch around.
I've seen it trending everywhere.
Yeah, it's all over the place. Trending on Twitter. All right.
Weirdly, always trending on 4chan for some reason.
Yeah, that's the part I don't like. Those
Yeah.
freaks over there.
That's the spooky part.
Oh, nice.
Gosh, what a good one.
All right.
Anyway, should we jump into some real spooky news?
Let's jump into some real spooky news. What do you want to hit first?
Well, the spookiest news of the week is Tilly Norwood is coming to take over.
Yeah.
She's taking people's jobs, except the creator said it's actually not that scary. She's not taking people's jobs. She's just going to be in some movies instead of a human actor,
Yeah, exactly.
which is totally fine
Which
and
is
not
fine.
not
We
taking
really
a job.
like it. And Tilly Norwood been a lot of hype, I guess would the word be. Not even like good or bad, just a lot of
lot of
discussion
paid
the past
reports
week. Yeah,
in-
mostly. Yeah, a lot of paid reports in like Variety mostly, but a lot of discussion about her over the week. Brandon and I, when we decided to talk about it, we like looked into it a little more before the podcast. She's like she has an Instagram account and posting like a Notes app apology already with to like 1,000 likes. Like it's really not that big of a deal. It just seems so. I mean, it is because it's like probably the unfortunate future we're heading towards every second of every day. But like right now,
Yeah.
it's so nothing. I want to. So yeah, to get into it. Yeah,
It's just that it's the first step at them, it's like kind of a test run for them to just fully do AI actors and
Yeah.
AI movies, which I mean they're already doing because people are just ridiculously stupid and they're like, oh, this burns, rainforest down.
Yeah,
Well,
it's-
here's a funny video of a minion
yeah.
hitting the dab and then punching Family Guy in the
Yeah.
balls.
Punching Family Guy. Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
This, of course, happened right around the time that new Sora 2 or whatever came out, and videos are just everything. Like, unfortunately, I'm not saying this is a good thing, but like we're at the point where AI generated stuff looks good. Like they're doing like anime stuff that looks right out of the anime, and now we have AI generated actress. Not a real thing, by the way. Not even going to give them the benefit of saying that's a real thing.
She's not an actress.
She's not an actress. She's not in anything. But it's really coming to the point. I think the AI bubble's either going to burst pretty soon, or it's just never, or it's the end of end of everything.
Better burst.
I
Man.
know it's going to be something, man. But what do you think is the first movie Tilly Norwood stars in? If this, or who does she co-star with? What is the world? Who's directing?
I think she's getting a cameo in the next movie directed by Anthony and Joe Russo, Avengers Doomsday, as like concerned citizen number 5 or whatever in the background.
Just her looking at the camera, like the one shot that AI does.
And the camera slowly zooming in or out, because that's what every AI video clip is. It has the Ghibli yellow filter on it for some reason.
Oh man, that's unfortunately not a bad bet at all.
Yeah.
The Electric
If
State
they were making
2.
Electric State 2, I would say for
Yeah.
sure she's gonna
Yeah.
be in that.
Which I hope they do, because I have no beef with that movie at all, and I'm a big fan
Yeah.
of their work.
And you love the production company.
And I
behind
love,
it.
most of all, I love Agbo Productions. I'm a big fan of their work.
Is that really their name? Agbo Production?
Agbo. Yeah, and that's a great name.
Come
And come on.
Yeah. I was gonna say that. I was gonna say, come on, that's
Yeah.
the best name I've ever heard.
Exactly, of course. Yeah, like,
Oh.
this is fascinating. I saw someone say Gal Gadot is going to be the first person to star in a movie with Tilly Norwood. That seems like a great shout.
Okay, that is really funny because that's also like the one actress that Tilly Norwood would probably be better at.
That's true. Less
Like-
stilted.
Like more lifelike than Gal Gadot, yeah.
That is true.
Which, you know,
Oh, it's Grace Randolph.
Tilly
with
Norwood's
the, best
the
line
evil queen in
of
Snow
all time.
White.
Yeah.
What's
Grace Randolph with the best line of all time. Someone who I very rarely agree with, but that Snow White review where she's like, she can't sing, she can't, she can't talk, she even has trouble just standing there. It's
She was
perfect.
spitting though.
Yeah, I mean,
She's so right.
speaking of Gal Gadot being in movies, maybe Fast and Furious might just be over, and I think we've talked about this a little bit. You didn't see Fast 10, right?
I haven't seen. Did I see Fast 10?
That's
I
one
haven't
with
seen any Fast and
Jason
Furious
Momoa.
movie.
Oh, okay. Fast. Do you mind if I think we've talked about this before, but if I
No, I'll be
just
really devastated.
go
if it's
over
over.
the ending of Fast 10 again, where this franchise is seemingly leaving off.
Right.
Jason
With the
Momoa,
dam?
Jason Momoa, who's the Joker, basically, kidnaps Dom Toretto's son, and he he takes him to a big dam where Vin Diesel has to ride down the dam as he explodes to try and get his son. I think this is going off memory of a movie I didn't like from 2 years ago. And so that's happening. Oh, and John Cena had just sacrificed himself and blown up in a car to try and stop him. That's Dom Toretto's brother in that world, by the way. So that just
naturally.
happened. That just happened, and then he's riding down the dam, and it like cuts. That's the last scene, and then Gal Gadot is revealed to be alive in a submarine on the other side of the world. I forget how they even got to Antarctica, but she pops up out of the ice for some other people that we thought died. And she's like, she doesn't even say anything. She just kind of stands there for a second. And it's like, that's the end. That's the end of the Fast and Furious. And now, at one point, the plan was to do three Fast and Furious 10s. It was going to be a part 1, a part 2, and a part 3. Then it was like, all right, we're gonna wrap up with an 11. Now it's like we don't even know if we're gonna do an 11, which is incredible if this is the end of like a franchise people really love. And the great Fast 10 made no money. It was a flop. It made $600 million at the box office, and that still wasn't enough to make a return on its investment. It's crazy. And now, if say that we do get an 11, which is possible, it's less funny, but like it is possible that we do get an 11. It's probably going to just like the budget's going to be cut drastically. It'll be back to like street races and stuff after they ended the last one with a dam exploding. Like, they're just gonna be like, oh, remember that time you killed Jason Momoa and got your son back or whatever? Like, how do they just come back from that?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's so good. This could be a movie where Tilly Norwood shows up.
That could
to
absolutely
save
be.
on Gal Gadot, they just get Tilly in.
Totally. And
But-
Vin Diesel's posting on Instagram trying to get
Yeah, I
them
was gonna
to do
say
it.
I saw Vin Diesel like thirst posting on Instagram. Him like on a racetrack with a car or something.
Yeah.
And he's like on set of Fast and Furious or whatever.
He's been doing it for years now. When the tragic wildfires happened in California earlier this year, he posted with his sister and was like, my sister's house burnt down. This is why we need to film Fast and Furious in LA right now. Just incredible bit, man.
He is one of the like top 7 posters ever born.
He is.
He is
really
so
is.
good.
He's a fascinating
The-
guy.
I don't know
love
if
him.
you've ever, there's a Drew Gooden video where he just looks at different
That
fucking
one-
Dom
yeah.
Toretto posts. They're so good.
And you get that guy in front of a camera, he's either begging for Fast and Furious to come back, or he's once again saying that they're doing a Groot movie for the last like 10 years. He's like, yeah, we're actually going to go to Earth Planet X, and we're going to do like a Groot thing. He says it every time. And every time people are like, oh my God, it was just announced they're doing a Groot thing. No movement has ever happened, ever. And people were like, oh, he's probably talking about the I Am Groot show. He's still saying that they're doing a Groot movie now.
I don't think he knows that the I Am Groot show came out.
That's true, probably. That's probably true. Oh,
so funny. Or he's harassing that one reporter lady.
Yeah, that poor woman.
When did this become You're So Beautiful world?
At least he's smooth.
Yeah.
It's the least he could do.
It's true. Very charming guy. Which, speaking of charming guys,
nice.
Zach Cherry's going to be in the Zach Kreger Resident Evil movie.
Yup. Awesome.
With Austin Abrams.
Hell yeah.
This movie more based off the games than the Paul W.S. Anderson movies.
Yeah, definitely.
So, unfortunately.
And also not really based on the games that much. Like, it's doing its own thing. I'm really excited for it. Well, there's not much we could say about it. I just wanted to say Zach Cherry's awesome, and I'm glad he's in this. I'm really excited for it.
Succession alum Zach Cherry.
Oh, that's true. I always forget about that.
He was robbed, man. He should have been a bigger player in that. Anyway. Speaking of big players, the biggest player of next year had a teaser.
Yeah, supposedly.
Announced, right? For Avengers Doomsday.
Yes.
Teaser image.
And it's... So the Russo Bros, who I love, posted on their Instagram just like a set picture and were like, look closely. And they did this back during Infinity War and Endgame. They did like, it's a bit that they do. This picture, everyone's like, oh, it means this. Oh, a TVA's here. Oh, Wanda's coming back. I can't make out anything here. I think the most likely thing is maybe the Avengers X-Men thing people are saying, which I think is like, again, pretty big reach, but like I don't know what else this could possibly mean.
Well, it's just a picture of someone sitting in a chair, and I believe that it's Joe Russo in the chair, right?
Maybe they're just announcing that.
They're just announcing that gay Joe Russo will be back in Avengers Doomsday.
Which would be the best news, really, quite frankly.
I would unironically, I never am somebody that's like hooting or hollering in a theater. If gay Joe Russo comes back and there's like an applause break, I'm going hell.
I'm standing up.
Yeah. I'm standing up. I'm saluting the screen. I'm throwing my popcorn.
I know. You know what? They reveal that the guy he had the date with in Endgame, Victor Von Doom. That's how it all comes together. Boom.
Dude. They wouldn't do that because Disney wouldn't let them, because then they'd be like, too many people online would be upset that we made Doctor Doom gay.
That's true. Maybe they're probably not going to let gay Joe Russo back out. They're not woke enough anymore. It's
maybe he becomes straight gay Russo because he's oppressed by Victor Von Doom.
That's true.
On his planet. Straight Joe Russo meets gay Joe Russo. And he's like, oh, what? And he's like, dude, you've got to be you, straight Joe Russo. You're so right, gay Joe Russo. And then he comes out in his other universe. That's
how the incursions start. That's the driving force for everything. Two universes.
Well, you know the theory where it's like every universe has anchor beings. People are like, well, I think Tom Holland's Spider-Man's the anchor being of Earth 616. Actually, it's Tony Stark, and that's why everything happened after he died. It's gay Joe Russo. That's the anchor being.
It's for sure gay
Instead
Joe
Russo. Who is it? Is it like a Molecule Man or whatever?
He's in every in the comics. He's spread throughout every universe, and that's who like Doctor Doom.
It's gay Joe Russo instead of Molecule Man in the MCU.
Maybe he is Molecule Man. Awesome. Maybe
Dude. Yes.
Who would gay Joe Russo be if they were going to do like a big secret identity reveal? Who could they get him for in the mainline MCU? Is he an X-Men?
Director Joe Russo?
Director Joe Russo? Maybe he's like...
Well, who is he like actually like credited as in the
gay Joe Russo?
I hope so. Whoa, what? I looked up Joe Russo, and it says Joe Russo almost dead, Pier 17.
Jesus. I looked up gay Joe Russo IMDb without even thinking about it.
Oh, that's a band. Joe Russo's almost dead.
He is credited as Grieving Man. Oh, he's Gozi Agbo.
What?
He's credited as Gozi Agbo. Gozie, and then Agbo, his production company. He plays Gozi Agbo in the Electric State and Cherry as well, and the Winter Soldier.
It's a connected franchise, the Gozi Agbo universe.
What? The Electric State, he's Skeevy Bot voice as Gozi Agbo, restaurant owner Gozi Agbo in Cherry, grieving man Gozi Agbo in Endgame, and then Dr. Brossard Gozi Agbo in Civil War, and then Dr. Fine.
I looked up Gozi Agbo and it comes up on Google, Joe Russo, former actor.
Is this his stage name? Credited as... Oh, so he's... Okay, so Gozi Agbo is his stage name.
Oh, okay.
Not the... Oh, man, that's so much less funny. I think that's what
it is.
I think that's what this means. But he does have... What? Oh my god, he's credited as Thanos in Avengers Endgame because he did an additional motion capture. This is incredible.
That's awesome.
He was cut from Infinity War where he was going to be Bert. So he has He has at least 2 characters in the MCU. He plays Dr. Fine and Dr. Theo Broussard. Now, you could assume that Gay Joe Russo is one of them, or is he his own guy? This is fascinating. This is what the people come to a podcast for.
Gay Joe Russo.
He plays CNN reporter in...
The AI overview is so funny, man. Gay Joe Russo refers to director Joe Russo's 2019 cameo in Avengers Endgame as the MCU's first openly gay character. It is so funny that he's the first.
It really is. And last, has there been one since? There must be. There
probably
is, right?
Oh
There's
my
gosh.
Be. Shout out to @Crimson Bucky on Twitter for making the Gay Joe Russo Funko Pop.
Oh my god, that rocks.
Yes, Fastos, yeah.
I knew there had to be
Joe Russo
one.
discusses the importance of his gay cameo in Avengers Endgame.
Oh my god, that's awesome. What a hero.
He's
They got
awesome,
him back.
man. They do, man. Ugh. I feel like we should do a counter of every episode where we mention Gay Joe Russo. I feel like it would be 33.
It's at least half. It's gotta be at least half.
It comes up a lot. Oh, what? AI is telling me that Joe Russo is not coming back to the MCU as an actor. But he's coming back to direct 2 upcoming movies. So we'll see. Why did Vulture make a thing that says sad gay guy can now return to the MCU? Come on, you did not.
Gozi Agbo,
And I've got to pay to read the article?
It's the pseudonym. Yeah. Okay, so it's not who he plays, unfortunately.
That is unfortunate.
Hollywood's Russo brothers embrace AI with cutting-edge hire at Agbo. Top Film Studio Agbo has hired... Well, let's relax with Top Film Studio. Sorry, no, I love them very much.
It's your favorite...
They're my favorite film
top
studio.
Because it's the top.
That's so
not
true.
Not just a top.
They hired Dominic Hughes as its first chief science officer. Hughes will direct Agbo's efforts to incorporate emerging AI technologies into its filmmaking process. AI... I mean... Benefit of the doubt, doesn't say generative AI.
Right.
Really giving him the benefit of the doubt here. AI will be used as
if
an
I know
extra
Joe
tool.
Russo, and I do, he would never use Gen AI.
He would never use Gen AI.
That guy's an artist.
That guy's an artist through and through. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I don't think this picture means much. If anything, the Avengers vs. X-Men thing makes the most sense to me just because there's X's and there's maybe an A. And they kind of teased the Endgame name previously. Some people think maybe they're retitling Doomsday to Avengers vs. X-Men. I don't think that's happening now. I thought that could happen.
Avengers Doomsday is too cool of a name.
I think it kind of is, genuinely. Like, I think... And I mean, not that, like, promotion has started now, but, like... I feel like it's... People know it. And it's Doom. Yeah. You're paying RDJ all this money. You want to, like, make sure people know Doom's in it. And... Yeah. Oh, yeah, and more important news, I guess... Seems like we are getting the first teaser trailer before Avatar: Fire and Ash. Pretty huge. That's going to be quite exciting. Yeah. I can't lie. That's going to be...
What is that going to look like? It's just like, like the AI picture or AI videos of like people standing there. It's just that of
Yeah.
all the characters.
It honestly
All the
could
people
be.
coming back.
It could be. It
It's
really
just the
could.
sped up video of the chairs.
That would be pretty funny, actually.
It's
I
nothing from the movie.
There might, like, I don't think I can see the trailer and then sit through Avatar for 3 hours. And I love Avatar. I feel like I'm gonna have to dip in, see the trailer, and then like digest it, and then head back to see Avatar. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
That's tough.
They should put it at the end.
They should put it at the end.
I'll deal with it.
I'll deal with it too.
That's why it's a trailer.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, probably will release online almost immediately, so
Yeah.
it'll be fine, I guess.
They should release with the Superman
online.
trailer.
I don't think. Yeah. I don't think Disney has the balls of like the Odyssey where they still haven't released it. I think it'll be online almost immediately because it'll be recorded almost immediately, and you might as well have it be a good first look, like Superman.
True.
Anyway, speaking of movies, they're doing a second Simpsons movie. Did we talk about this last week? Was this announced last week too?
I don't remember. It was either right after or it was during.
July 2027 release. It's overtaking the Untitled Marvel movie that who knows what that was. And they're also only Secret Wars in 2027, which is pretty interesting. I think Marvel's sweating quite a bit over there. I know we talk about that a lot, but I do think they're kind of in like emergency mode after Fantastic Four. I think they're probably and DCU doing well. Like I think it's probably a little. I think it's a good time to kind of just do the Avengers movies and then take a beat and then kind of dive in. Although they have the TV
But
stuff.
they should have done after Endgame.
Yeah. They kind of. Yeah. True. Far From Home was like 2 months after. I'm thinking of like post-COVID.
It's true, but I mean, I guess they were still on a high after Endgame. They did put out a banger after Endgame, so.
What was it? Black Widow?
They put out a banger.
You talking about Black Widow?
Black Widow underrated.
I agree.
It's like fine.
I agree.
Like a fine movie.
I think it's
like middle of the.
I think it's good.
When are we doing the aluminum screen MCU tier list?
Oh, that's gonna get combative. That would be fun. That would be fun. That would be fun. We could do a video.
We could do that for Well, anywho.
Okay. Anyway, how do you feel about
not get
movie
too
too?
sidetracked?
Do you care?
I don't care. I have no attachment to The Simpsons.
Yeah,
apart from Spider Pig in elementary school.
Fair. I wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons as a kid, which is crazy. But I'd go to my friend's house and we'd watch The Simpsons movie specifically on repeat. So I have little connection to The Simpsons movie itself. I liked it quite a bit. I haven't watched it in a while, but I'm just fascinated by the choice to do this now. Like I'm interested in what like pushed them to do it now. Some people think it's like a big send off to The Simpsons, which I think would be nice, but they're renewed till like 2030, so I don't think that's happening. Yeah, and a lot of the voice actors are pretty old now, so I haven't watched a recent Simpsons episode maybe ever, but I know people are saying that like the voice actors they're not sounding like how they used to, and it's getting to a point where it's like not really worth it, I guess. So a lot of people are speculating maybe this movie is the way to like kind of bring in the new generation of voice actors. I think that's kind of interesting. But yeah, most importantly, I'm just excited that it's a 2D animated movie coming out, and Disney's technically making a 2D animated movie. That's cool. I'm always a fan of seeing that. So yeah, maybe Demon Slayer pushed them to do this. Is that a thing in any world? I wonder if
I doubt it, because that would have been really fast for them to greenlight the whole thing.
That's true. That is true.
Like this would have been something that they'd been talking about for probably months at this point.
That's a good point. Demon Slayer now in the top 5 highest grossing movies of the year.
Yeah, it's a pretty good movie.
Yeah, I got to get to it. We haven't heard any more about the tariffs that are happening on movies, which are totally going to happen. Wonder how. Yeah,
they're going to happen.
They're going to happen.
Tom Cruise won't let it happen. He'll step in and he'll assassinate people if he has to.
Yeah, he'll.
Not anyone specifically.
Not anyone. We're not saying it. We're just saying what would.
I'm not
happen.
saying it. I'm just saying Tom Cruise.
That guy's crazy. You never know what he's going to do. Yeah, exactly.
You never know. Mm-hmm. Speaking of crazy, we got a crazy new trailer for Predator Badlands
Hell yeah.
today.
One of the best openings to a trailer ever. It's just a predator getting
Yeah.
this shit rocked down a hill for a bit. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. It looks like a lot of fun, this movie.
It really does. I like the idea of doing like good guy predator. He's on a planet where everything is the most deadly possible thing it could be. There's tons of different monsters. There's like the plants are trying to kill you. Everything's trying to kill you, and he's like shunned from his tribe or whatever, trying to prove himself. Runs into Elle Fanning's character, who's a Wayland Yutani android. Like I think there's a lot of fun stuff they're tackling here, and I like Prey quite a bit. I really love Prey. I liked Killer of Killers quite a bit. I haven't gone back to watch the originals in a while. I'm going to do that before this, hopefully. And I just think the Predator franchise is in a really fun, exciting spot right now. I think you could talk a lot about Disney doing like not great stuff when it comes to a lot of franchises. I think that's a fair discussion to have. Alien and Predator, though, I really think those are like the second they acquired them, they've been kicking ass with those two. They're going in really interesting directions, and I'm just happy, man. I'm just excited for this. Ramble over.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Two Elle Fannings in this.
Two Elle Fannings,
in the new trailer. One with eyebrows, one sans eyebrows.
One sans eyebrows, one with legs, one without legs.
Yeah. Well, you made a really good observation when we were both watching the trailer just before we started recording, where you said that never has a movie ever screamed Fortnite collab more than this.
Yeah, the one shot with the Predator, he's got Elle Fanning like on his back, and it's got you pointed out the glowing sword. That is a Fortnite item shop loadout if I've ever seen one in my life. Make one of the flying monsters of the glider, boom. It's happening for
Boom.
sure.
Or his little thing that he crashes at the beginning of the trailer.
That's
that could be
true.
the glider.
That would be pretty fun.
And when he lands, it's just him crashing.
Yeah, just getting his shin rocked. I like the design of this Predator quite a bit. People were really mad about it at first because it was woke
people
or
were
something.
saying that this is a woke Predator.
There's so many levels of stupid to all that. But like, I think he looks cool. I think it's a fun new design.
Yeah,
without
woke is
going
back.
Too far. Woke is back, baby. Yeah, I'm excited for this. I think it's gonna be fun. And
Heck yeah.
Dan Trachtenberg recently said no xenomorph in the movie. I do believe him. Post-credit scene though, I think we're definitely setting something up. It's got to happen. I mean, they're already doing like Wayland Yutani, like they're there.
True.
I think it'll be
It already is kind of a collab.
Exactly. I could even see them now that they have this like Predator animated universe with like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny Glover back. Could totally see that being the thing. I think they're gonna set up Prey and Alien Romulus, have all those characters. By all those, I mean like the three of them. Have them all coincide and do something there. But whatever it is, I think it'll be fun. Do we finally get to the movie of the week?
Yeah, I think it's time to smash a machine up.
I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this. You did not like, or you didn't love it.
I didn't love it, and I was like, because the whole thing is kind of your enjoyment on this movie. I think is almost fully reliant on if you like are enjoying and vibing with the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson performance at the center of it.
Yeah,
because the entire movie is just on his shoulders, which I thought for most of the movie he was just like fine. And I don't know if that is kind of it being like billed like since it was announced really that people were like, oh, this is Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Like he's going to be nominated for an Oscar. He might win an Oscar for this. That's like the only thing people talk about with
since,
this movie.
Mid last year, it's been the main driving force. Yeah,
so
that's fair.
I feel like that maybe could have soured it a bit for me, but I just was like, I think like he's like it's good. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he's like bad in the movie or anything.
Yeah.
But I just like wasn't like blown away, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair.
Until I don't know what it is. I was like, I feel like I'm insane for thinking this, but then I got out of the movie and I was talking about it with Rebecca, and she was like, I was thinking the same thing. That like he was like fine, and then at the point in the movie where he shaves his head, then I was like, oh, now he's like acting. I
Interesting.
don't know why. I don't know really
Interesting.
what about it is. I think
Yeah.
maybe because for some reason when he had the hair on, I was like, that's The Rock and he's acting in a movie.
Yeah.
When he shaved the head, I thought that then it was like just pure prosthetics making him look
Interesting.
different for some reason.
I was going to suggest maybe it was the opposite, which is what I more thought of, where I I didn't like forget that it was The Rock, but like he does look different enough that it wasn't really like a thought I was having a lot until that first scene with the shaved head, and I'm like, oh, that just looks like The Rock again. So I was going to say
Yeah.
maybe that made the performance better, but you had the opposite experience where you were aware of The
Well,
Rock
just
until
because
he
with the
looked.
hair, I was like, and the prosthetics I thought were kind of distracting with the hair. I don't know why.
Interesting.
I just was like, his eyebrows look weird. Like he's like
Yeah.
kind of like it looks because I'm like, I know that that's Dwayne. You're not tricking me.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why you're the
His
prosthetics.
voice
Like
is
I get to
just
make him look
too.
different.
His voice
His
is
voice is
so.
very similar, but I just when he shaved his head, I don't know why. Then I was like, all right, this is like good.
That's really interesting.
I don't
That's
know
really
why.
funny.
I can't really
Yeah,
explain it. Doesn't really make sense, but
that's interesting. I've said
yeah.
this in the past on here. Anytime we've talked about this movie, I gotta just say it one last time. It will never not crack me up how much he looks like Black Adam in this movie as opposed to when he played Black Adam in a movie. It's just the hair, the all the prosthetics, incredible bit. But yeah, that's all fair. I definitely didn't like love this, and I think The Rock was really good, and more than that, I just think it was really refreshing to see him in here with prosthetics, with like trying, and not to be rude. Like I'm not to be rude to The Rock. It's just like I
Right.
think it's nice to see him really try again, and like that goes
Mhm.
for any actor that. And he said a lot in his like interviews and press that like he, how much you want to point to like what he's saying as true, but like they started doing this in 2019 was when they like originally started coming together with Benny Safdie to kind of try and work on this, and then later on it after like post COVID they started talking again and all this stuff, and I think it's cool that he like genuinely just kind of wanted to like try and do something fun or not fun but like try and challenge himself here and not do like action blockbuster in the jungle kind of vibe. And so from
Right.
just like from that immediately I was like very that's what drew me and I'm sure a lot of other people to the movie in the first place. And so like you said, like hyper aware of the fact that this is The Rock kind of trying for an Oscar, and that definitely does affect how you watch the movie. And I thought he was really good, though. I don't think he was like like the performance of the year or anything, but I think he did like lose himself in the role for me a little bit. I think he was really good at. I think he was better than the movie was in a weird way. I have no
Mm.
issues with the performances. I think Emily Blunt was also really good. I just we won't get into like spoilers for a bit, obviously, but I think the movie's kind of tackling a lot of things at once, and it's doing like this. And my understanding is this is almost like a lot of this is taken directly from a documentary, which makes sense why it would feel
Yeah.
off because it's kind of a docu style thing. Um, but it's like, oh, we're doing Mark and Dawn. They have this like toxic relationship, and we're handling all that, and we're handling the drug addiction, and we're handling his career, and we're handling like his relationship with his other friend named Mark. And it's like a lot of that kind of gets lost. I feel like I thought the addiction stuff was the most interesting kind of stuff, and from the addiction stuff, you lead into the Mark and Dawn relationship and how that starts like crumbling. And I really thought that was all interesting, but I found a lot of the other stuff to be meandering and a little just kind of like I wasn't super into a lot of it. I found it to be a little boring at points.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I just was like, there was a lot of points where I was like, I would be into it, and then the next scene would come, and I wouldn't really be as into it. Like it came and went, and it did feel like it was like missing a couple scenes of like
Yeah,
connecting some of the like storylines, which I get it's based off of a documentary, but also you're not a documentary, so don't.
yeah,
It kind of is like defeating the purpose to make a dramatized version of it if you're
definitely.
just gonna make it the same as a documentary that already exists
Yeah,
and you can already see. Because
yeah,
I'm never gonna want to watch the fake. portrayal of real events when I can watch like the actual portrayal of the events.
Definitely.
Like it just feels odd.
I don't think this is a spoiler, but maybe like very light spoiler. I'll just say spoiler alert if anyone hasn't seen it. But I don't think it's a spoiler. We're not getting into spoilers yet. But like a lot of movies based on a true story, it ends and it kind of talks about like the real Mark and has some text pop up. And it's like it's like Mark was never given the like fame. And this is not the exact words, but it's essentially saying Mark never got like the fame and fortune he deserved for like founding and revolutionizing the sport. And I never really felt like he like I don't think they really showed how he revolutionized the sport. At least for me, who knows nothing about any of this stuff. I was like,
I had something to say about that, but because I thought that it was like that is an interesting point that like this guy was like a pioneer of this sport that is so popular now, which is like that is pretty interesting to see like the guys that did it before it was like, oh, you can get famous and super rich off it.
Absolutely.
Like he's able to have a house and everything, but then I think in real life he ended up working at like a Toyota dealership or something.
I did hear that, yeah.
So like it's not like he was like set for life because he did this. And also what was funny is that The Rock is only like a couple years younger than the actual Mark Kerr guy.
That he is now,
and he's playing like a young
He's supposed to be
he's
like
2 or 3 years younger than he is now. He's supposed to be like mid-20s in this
movie. Mid-20s,
which I never like thought about until after, and I was like, that is a little weird. But in the movie, you're not like, this guy is not doing it.
Same with Emily Blunt too. Like she's presumably supposed to be around that age too. Never like thought about it. I think why it works is that like they never really talk about his age at all, and this story works just as well if he's like it's not like he's in high school. Like you don't see him as
it is interesting though because he's like, I mean, I guess not really so much, but it seems like he's like kind of an up and comer, I guess.
Yeah.
But also it's like he's supposed to be younger than Mark II because Mark II is like, I was older than him, so you know I started doing it before him. But anyway, that's not like really distracting or anything. But back to the thing I was saying before, like it was interesting that he was like a pioneer of like UFC is like huge, and now guys that fight in the UFC make millions of dollars, and they're like, you know, like names that like people know.
Yeah.
And I thought that was interesting, but also none of this movie is focused on UFC.
Yeah.
The only UFC thing is that when he mentions it like one time.
Yeah, early on.
It's like have you ever heard of Ultimate Fighting Championship when he's sitting in the doctor's office, you know, the thing from the trailer. So you're like, oh, it's going to be like UFC stuff. But it was mostly Pride, which was an event in Japan.
Yeah.
So when it shows him walking around a grocery store and it's like, wow, see, like this guy can just buy groceries and nobody even knows who he is.
Yeah.
It's like, well, yeah, because it seemed to me from watching this movie, he was only really like known in Japan.
Definitely. That was my biggest, like, I never really got a sense of what he did that revolutionized the sport on like a personal level besides like being involved in it. And I never felt one of the most surprising things was the idea that like he was broke, because I never felt that he was broke throughout the movie. He's buying like expensive bowls, and you know he had money at that point. Obviously, he lost the money as time went on, I guess. But it seemed like he was living pretty well throughout the movie.
Yeah.
So it didn't really connect. I feel like those two. The main point is supposed to be like, wow, this guy, he did all this stuff, and I just didn't feel it. I think he looks like a nice guy though. That was my main thought from that bit at the end. It's like he looks like a.
I will say, I don't know why this made me like really annoyed for some reason. Like when it ends and it's like, oh, that's the real guy, and then it's got the text or whatever. That's fine if you want to do that. And then when it ends and the real Mark is like, all right, bye guys, see you later.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, dude, don't talk to the camera.
Don't
this is
break
not
the
a documentary.
Wall. Yeah.
They're trying to make it a documentary.
Should we get into spoilers a little bit here?
Yeah, we can get into spoilers.
So, it's just something, I didn't watch this with like a packed theater or anything. There were a couple other people. Something I enjoyed.
I don't think anybody did.
Yeah, that's true. Something I enjoyed during the end when the text pops up. It's like, Mark and Dawn got married 10 days later. Everyone in my theater audibly groaned, which I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
Because, like, are we supposed to be happy about that? Like, why would we be happy that they got together? They clearly are not working at all.
Like, within one scene of seeing them, I'm like, these are two people that should not be together at all.
Yeah, exactly. And I do think that stuff, the movie just feels like it doesn't know what it wants to tackle, which I guess makes sense coming from a documentary that's just, about this guy's life. But when you have to make it more of like a story beat, I feel like I found all of the stuff without him wrestling, I found the most interesting. I
I agree.
Oh, the addiction stuff I thought was really interesting. I thought that scene where like The Rock breaks down with the other Mark in the hospital bed was one of my favorite scenes in the movie, probably. Like I thought that was really underbaked though by the end, and then it never really comes
and then
back.
he goes to rehab, and you don't see any of rehab.
Nothing.
He's just out of rehab, and he's better now. And I
Yeah.
don't know if this was the case for you, but the stuff where he's like near his wife, who is like kind of like, she's like, I want to live like dangerously. I like doing these things that are like risky or whatever, and blah blah blah. Like you see at the carnival where she's like, I want to go on the ride, and he's like, oh, I don't. I'm like going to be like meticulously like, well, can I do this instead? No, I can't sit in the middle. Oh, all right, what can I do? It's going to upset my tummy. The Rock says tummy like 5 times in this movie, which I thought was crazy.
Yeah.
But like his wife is like just popping Advil for fun, and he calls his sponsor, and people in my theater were like laughing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think that's what we're supposed to be laughing at it. That he's like, can you hear her? Can you hear her in the other room?
Yeah, definitely.
She's being
I
was like, that's kind of weird. And I was like, I don't know if they're laughing because they think it's funny, or if they're like, this is like
uncomfortable,
not good laughing, or what.
That's fair.
But
I
do wish that it kind of picked a couple things to just kind of focus on, rather than be like the documentary where it's like, this was going on, and also this was going on, and this was going on.
Definitely. And we're back in a plane to Japan, and we're back in Arizona, and we're back in a plane to Japan.
Yeah. And I think that Emily Blunt's character just felt like really kind of like shallow.
Totally.
Shallow. Obviously, she's based off of like a real person or whatever. Which, by the way, I was like, I'm pretty sure like Mark Kerr was like involved in the process of making this. Mm-hmm. Obviously, he's in it, but I feel like Benny Safdie has like talked up Mark Kerr a lot in the run up for it. So like I've seen a lot of people be like, the whole time you're like waiting for him to like hit his wife or do something like that, and I'm like, I don't think that that's the case.
Yeah, I never,
because he's like
vibe.
hyping him up a lot.
Yeah,
but I mean, he has some violent outbursts, but it's
definitely.
like he smashes a door.
Yeah,
he's not like.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I just her whole and like they're going back and forth, and you're like, well, I don't really know who's at fault because he is really annoying. Like, is it really that big of a deal? She didn't cut a cactus, or like she put the wrong milk in or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like interesting at first where it's like both of them are like, these people are just not compatible,
100%.
but they're still going really. Like they're like from two different worlds.
Yeah.
Like, which is evident by every time she's in the locker room, everybody's like, oh, this lady's here.
Yeah. That was.
But then and then at the end, she's just like, I'm actually fully like evil now.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
that
seemingly out of nowhere.
Yeah, your point about like the character being shallow. It's like they're supposed to be like this, two complex people, and they're like trying to come together and all this stuff. By the end of it, she just seems more like a villain than anything, and I think that's not a villain exactly, but like she comes off pretty bad by the end. It's to the point where people are groaning when it finds out that they like got together in real life.
Yeah,
and it's like she's like clearly pretty manipulative at points, and like Mark Kerr Mark Kerr is like clearly being not great throughout the movie. He's like pushing her. He's like, oh, this cactus wasn't cut. This, but like he did just get sober, and she's like drinking a lot. But he also didn't have like a mature conversation about it. He just kind of got pissy. But like I do feel like it just comes off like she's like this, like she's the bad guy when I don't think that was the intention at all.
Right.
And I don't know if that was just me but like it was like, I forget where I was going with that. But and then at the end when it's like he's gearing up for the fight and he's doing really good and he's training and she pops back up and it's like I feel like Matthew McConaughey in Interstellar. Like, no, don't do it, Mark Kerr, because then you're gonna clearly. Ooh, onto since we're in spoilers. I know nothing about any of this going into it. I did find it I was pretty shocked that he didn't like win the big fight, or he didn't even fight his boy Mark. I almost was rolling my eyes at how much they mentioned that. I was like, oh, it's so obvious the two Marks are going to fight, and that's going to be the big fight. And then when he lost, I was like, that is like maybe the most surprised I've been at a movie in a while. That really took me by surprise, and I found that refreshing, especially because The Rock what everyone, I don't know how true it is. I think it's a little true. At some point, he can't lose when he signs in for like a big budget action movie. The Rock's whole thing is he can't lose a fight. So I found that pretty refreshing, both for like the character, the movie, and just like the real world, I guess.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good point because he does have the whole like thing where it's like The Rock can't lose, and he's got like this persona of The Rock is like something else that you get when you have Dwayne Johnson be in your movie.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
you are kind of getting both. You know, with that you're getting the actor and the persona, and so like him now being like I'm gonna make artistic movies, you know, and I feel like this is a good first step of him doing it. Like I'm very excited to see him in the next Benny Safdie movie where he's like a chicken man or whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see it because this felt like a good first step towards that, where it's like, it's obviously, you know, combat sport and UFC is very different than WWE. Like they're both like, you have to be in very good physical shape, but it's like a different kind of like animal, really, entirely. Like one is more like theater and the other is more of a sport.
Definitely.
So getting in shape to play that is cool, and it is like it feels kind of
big.
adjacent to what he's done. Yeah, he's huge, but also that's not
big.
That's like a cool thing that he had to do.
Definitely.
Where he had to get ripped in a different way than he is usually ripped.
Definitely,
It's like
crazy.
Hey man,
crazy to get The Rock and be like, you have to put on 30 pounds of muscle.
Yeah, but like, you know, him. It feels like a good first step for him to be like, I'm doing something that's more serious. I'm also an actor with a capital A. I'm not just in Jumanji movies over and over again. Or Kevin Hart comedies. Like I can do serious acting.
He does have Moana live action as his next movie, which is kind of funny.
Yeah,
that's just like a sandwich.
A while ago.
Oh no, 100%. And I think he's good in Moana. Like genuinely, I think his voice performance in Moana is pretty good. So I'm giving him credit there. But yeah, I'm excited to see what he does from now on. I like the idea of him in.
I'm excited to see how committed he is since this is like flopping.
He's in the that's true. It is. We didn't even talk about that. It was projected to earn between 9 and 12 million opening weekend. I think it ended up making like 6 million. So really unfortunate. I don't think he doesn't care about the monetary aspect of it that much, I assume, outside of like just being wanting to be in a successful movie. Like I doubt he has like a crazy back end deal or anything, and he got most of his money up front. But I do think that obviously does hurt the Oscar chances. If there's a lot of movies come out and they have Oscar hype and they just don't do well. But I could still see him getting a nomination here. I don't think it's impossible.
I kind of think I don't think the Oscar nom's going to happen, which is fine. Like I think
it is fine.
That's like, you know, just doing one serious movie doesn't mean he's entitled to an Oscar.
Absolutely.
Like, and he was like pretty good, but I didn't see this and was like, this guy has to be nominated.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But I mean, we'll see. There's still plenty of movies to come out.
True.
The winner hasn't even had his movie come out. People are probably going to see that tonight at New York Film Festival, and I'm not jealous about that at all.
Yeah, I'm sure.
At the secret screening.
Yeah, well, we're seeing a better movie at a secret screening, so.
It's true. That's true.
Oh man, what was I
was talking about Channing
say?
Tatum winning the Oscars.
Oh, of course,
man.
That would have rocked. Oh man, I forget what I was gonna say, but I wanted to say it. About the box office. Oh, The Rock is in the next Scorsese movie, right? Is that a real thing? Do I remember that?
Well, I don't know if it's the next one. There's a rumor of Scorsese making a Hawaii-based like crime movie with him and Leo.
And Emily Blunt.
Yeah, but now there's like another Scorsese Leo movie I think is getting made first.
Yeah. Variety posted in March that it was happening, but that could obviously change. Append the script.
Yeah, because I remember hearing about it, but then there's also this guy's 15 upcoming things. That's nuts. Oh, he's producing a lot of stuff though. I'm not really sure, but because I haven't seen a couple different things, but you know, we'll see.
Oh yeah, because then it was the Leonardo DiCaprio Jennifer Lawrence movie.
Yes, that's what it was. I couldn't remember who the other one was, but yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's interesting.
you know,
He's
we'll see.
always and not this. Those are like two other. I mean, Disney and 20th Century have acquired Scorsese's new crime thriller, so it's. I think it's just a matter of. I don't want to say that, but like if it gets made in the next couple of years, I guess it might not be his next movie, but
Right. Well, that guy's gonna work for
yeah,
as long as he can.
Literally
So
until he can. Yeah. How old is he? 82.
yeah. So we'll see. I mean,
We'll
he's
see.
still cooking. Killers of the Flower Moon is incredible. So
Yeah, I should. Give
I'm
that
just
another
like
watch.
picturing like any of the main three performances from Killers of the Flower Moon. If he's able to get something like that from The Rock,
Yeah.
instant
yeah, and
go.
that's what excites me about this turn from The Rock. Like I really I think he's like a very interesting guy just generally. And
Mhm.
like I want him to be in good things and like be good, you know?
Yeah. I
And
think
he's gonna be
I think he's a really good performer. Like he's obviously super charismatic and like he has a presence to him that like when he's on
Absolutely.
screen you're like you've got to like pay attention to him.
yeah.
Like if he's in something. So I think him using it for good and not just
Yeah, definitely.
Jumanji or Kevin
Yeah.
Hart slop,
Yeah.
I'm in.
And to be fair, I mean, this movie probably had a bigger budget than it needed, and it isn't doing well. But it would be doing a lot worse if someone else wasn't playing the main character. You know, like The Rock does bring eyes to an indie project, I guess. Maybe not that much, clearly, but maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
And by
Well,
all-
also everybody's busy watching Taylor Swift.
well, that's true. That's the biggest reason. By all accounts, and besides the red one peeing in bottle fiasco, I've only heard good things about him, like on set and outside of that one thing. Seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm excited to see the future of where The Rock goes because he literally can do whatever he wants. He could just be like, "Fuck this, I'm making Red 2," you know?
Yeah, he could be Black Adam again at any point. I think.
Yeah.
I honestly think he could come back as Black Adam if they ever do.
I remember
anything
not
with
hating Black Adam as much as everyone else, but
Dude.
not because of like I didn't think it was good. I just was like Hawkman and Dr. Fate are cool.
Yeah, they were cool, and like at the time, it seemed like Black Adam did pretty poorly. But superhero movies in recent years, like
Yeah.
Black Adam, is one of the best grossing ones of like the 2020s.
Yeah.
So like, hey, clearly there's something there, I guess.
We'll see.
But
Maybe
yeah,
he'll be back in Peacemaker.
That would be pretty funny. That would be really funny. Is that about it for us?
I think that is going to be it for us. Pretty quick episode, low key.
Yeah, seems like it. Not a lot of news. Next week will probably be a big news one.
Yeah, and we've got a lot of Jared Leto stuff to
A lot
get to.
of Jared Leto stuff to talk about. Yeah,
And
let's
we've
see.
got the second installment of HHMH.
True. Yeah, true. I was trying to. Yeah.
We could make it HHMHW for
That's
homework.
true because it's. But like, it's. I feel like it should be a different letter because it's not two. Because one was the recommendation, so like now it's like part two. Oh yeah, I guess that is what. Yeah, I made that more confusing in my head than it was. Yeah, that works.
Right. It's yeah.
And then
Part 2 of HH.
part two. So we have that. We'll do Tron Ares next week and Peacemaker. We'll talk about the season a bit, the finale, which I hope is good. And
Oh, also, I forgot to say I watched the first episode of the new season of Smiling Fronts.
don't say anything. I'm
Earlier.
about to. I'm literally gonna watch it right after we finish this. I'm so excited.
Can I say one thing about it? It's not a spoil.
Sure.
It's not a spoiler. It's just like someone who's in the episode, which you might know already. Just that Connor O'Malley is in the new episode.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That rock. Oh, I'm even more excited now. We got to wrap this up.
All
Yeah,
right.
hopefully we got
Well,
some
we'll
fun
get outta
stuff
here.
next week. Hopefully there's a lot of news. Oh, I think I'm seeing the Chainsaw Man movie Sunday early, so that'll be fun to talk
Really?
about. Hopefully, I think so. I hope so.
Yeah. I'm gonna be seeing Chainsaw Man, the Reze arc in theaters.
Nice. Have you seen the show?
despite never seeing the show.
You
No.
should. It's like 6 episodes, I feel like, and it's pretty good. I'm pretty excited for that movie.
I'll do what I did with Demon Slayer, where I'll watch the movie first and then decide if it's worth
and then
going
watch
to
an
watching the show.
episode.
Yeah. Hey, I've watched 7 episodes of Demon Slayer.
Oh, nice. I take it back.
So, yeah, I'm slowly getting through it. Well, what I did was I just watched 2 episodes on the treadmill at the gym.
Oh, that's the way to watch
that's like
anime,
40
dude.
minutes.
Genuinely,
Yeah.
that's how I watch almost every anime.
You know what's funny? I meant to text you, but I forgot because I was like halfway through the first episode, and I was like, I see what Emmett was saying. This is like flying by.
Right?
It
really does
it's a
help.
good move.
Especially if it's an episode like My Hero has a lot, where it's like, you're getting amped, man. Like, Deku's about to, like, do something sick. I'm, like, I'm, like, sprinting all of a sudden. I genuinely, like, react to what's happening in the episode. And I'm like, oh, it rocks. It's awesome. It's how I've gotten through almost every anime I've watched is just there.
But, so we'll see.
Yeah, cool. We will see you guys next week for Tron Ares. And, before we go, really quick, about tonight and like games tonight, maybe someone should mention a game tonight.
No, I was thinking, I know what you were saying. I was just thinking when you were like, oh wait, before we go, I was thinking of like, how am I going to squeeze this in here?
Oh, good.
But I was going to be like, oh, we also forgot to talk about the Begonia trailer starring Game Night star Jesse Plemons.
True.
Looks really good.
That it does. I'm quite excited for that. Nice.
Yeah.
Good. We got that. That's all that matters. All right. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. We will see you guys next week.
Adios.